Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update, Friday, December 1st, 7 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. A geomagnetic storm is ongoing, and KP6 was just reached. It looks like good aurora watching for the rest of the evening, so get out and look up as the geomagnetic storm continues. And happy meteorological winter. Keep calm. It's boom time. Atmospheric river forecast to blast the Pacific Northwest with heavy rain and feet of snow. Ho, ho, ho! Snow and rain continue for parts of New Mexico and Colorado as well, as the Great Lakes and Northeast will see rain and snow this weekend. And take a look at this. Photos show Hawaii covered in snow as temperatures plunge. Take a look at the summit of Mauna Loa. Heavy snowfall over the last few days. Absolutely spectacular. Above average snow is forecast for this winter in South Carolina and North Kakalaki as well. And heads up, let's take a look at the snowfall forecast. Now, we received 3 or 4 inches from this last round of snow, total of around 50 inches up at the Continental Divide, and this system is now moving away. Still snow at the high elevations overnight here, so let's move this through Saturday through Sunday. That system is going to move east and start dumping just a small swath of snow through the mid-continent there. And take a look at the heavy snow that's coming to Maine. It's insane. This is Monday through Tuesday. That is going to be their lose day. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. It's insane. Upstate New York, really good for the ski season. And that Pacific Northwest, the system is going to move in there as well starting tomorrow. And take a look at that heavy snow for Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, Utah, Montana. Everybody in the Rocky Mountains, and then a second system is going to move in there, and the winter is looking fantastic for the entire country. This is just through mid-December. As I said, a December to remember. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Al Gore is not happy with the snowfall forecast. Here is the full forecast. Multi-day winter storm across the Pacific Northwest. A multi-day winter storm will bring heavy snowfall through the weekend and heavy rain through early next week in the Pacific Northwest. The heaviest snow amounts are expected amongst the Cascades. However, the heavy rainfall will impact areas along the coastal ranges of western Washington and Oregon, so heads up. Winter storm warnings, advisories, and flood watches are in effect all the way down to Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis. Now take a look at this. UK weather. Some areas to get 5 centimeters of snow and temperatures to fall to minus 10 C. And most of the UK, is looking at snow in the near future. Here's just the next few days. Heavy snow moving into the Alps here. And take a look at the UK. Most of the UK will be covered with snow this weekend. Yeah, by Sunday, take a look. It's over. That's their fun day. And the snow will continue in Europe with record-breaking snow throughout the Alps. That has already fallen, by the way. One of the snowiest ever Novembers in the Alps is going to be followed by some of these snow totals. Take a look at that. Over 100 centimeters through mid-December. A December to remember. Record-breaking snow pounds Moscow as well, with more snow in the forecast for Eastern Europe. And, the Moscow region, heads up there. Copenhagen's coldest November night in 104 years, or maybe since records been kept. Freezing low hits all 50 states, so heads up as cocoa prices surge to a 44-year high as extreme rainfall devastates the crop in West Africa. Thank you, Hunga Tunga. Spoiler alert. Be prepared to pay more for the ingredients to make your brownies and Yule log treats this year. What about the hot cocoa? Seismic update. Interesting quakes. We did have a 5 here in Petersville, Alaska. Thank God there's no tsunami warning. That one was on land, folks. No other quakes of note. We do have a rumbler here, 5.4 in China. That's where the Wu flu came from. And a 2.5 in Missouri. So it looks like maybe the New Madrid fault is awakening. Hopefully not. Here we are over at the Reykjanes Peninsula waiting for the imminent eruption. Small seismic swarm happened today, but that has in fact quieted off and no eruption to report as continued likelihood of an eruption continues. Now take a look. Etna erupts again today up to 30,000 feet, sending hot lava down its snowy slopes.
Mount Etna on Sicily erupted at dawn on Friday, sending hot lava down its snowy slopes. It's Europe's tallest volcano and has been constantly active in the past 10 years. But no one has been injured and no one is in danger. Volcanologists have described the activity on Etna in recent days as a succession of Strombolian eruptions, which are moderately explosive but short eruptions named after the volcano on the nearby island of Stromboli.
Holy macaroni. Worldwide volcano news update. We've got Fuego, Popo, Erta Ale, Sangay, Liwotolo, Sabancaya, Ibico, and Etna. Liwotolo to 7,000 feet. Ibico puffing and passing to 10,000 feet today. Fuego to 15,000 feet. Sabancaya to 23,000. Erta Ale in Ethiopia. Field report. Eruption continues with lava flows in both craters. How do you like them apples? Popo to 20,000 feet. And Etna volcano, new series of paroxysms still continues with spectacular lava fountains and lava flow from the southeast crater. Take a look at that. Clearly a time relapse there. Following periods of short-lived Strombolian-type explosions from the volcano, the southeast crater over the past 3 weeks, the eruptive activity has culminated in strong eruptive episodes with high-magnitude explosive eruptions like this one. So let's open that image up and blow your mind. Thank you, Etna. Wow, a little too big to even show. Holy macaroni, look at that. Beautiful. On with the geomagnetic storm. You can see it arrived 24 hours ago, the very low level, and then it kicked up just about 18 hours ago, and that brought us up to KP7 G3 geomagnetic storm, where we are still in the geomagnetic storm, and it looks like the density is increasing as the plasma speed has dropped off there and coming back up again. Another phase of activity as Aurora was king here. Porcupine Mountains in Michigan. Beautiful shot there. And we'll come over to space weather live. KP is currently at 5. The auroral ova is a little higher than KP5 would show. So very good aurora happening now. And that is because the magnetometer is still off the charts. And the BZ is facing south, which means this geomagnetic storm could last for hours. So Northern Lights put on a show Friday in northern Minnesota. More expected tonight. And I just pushed on the picture and it just disappeared. Thank you, picture. And that brings us over to space weather for December 2nd. You can see we did have a long-lasting sea flare there. No information. 3-day geomagnetic forecast showing maybe KP6 for tomorrow. Currently, we are at KP5 in most regions. And the auroral forecast is really lighting up there. Even though we're at KP5, this is pretty significant. So if you're in the Northeast or perhaps in the northern states, please get out there and look up. It's looking pretty good for this evening. And that is the current auroral forecast. Let's update it. Yep, staying the same as it rotates around. Very good night for Aurora. Now, a 6-planet system perfectly tuned has been discovered. A rare system of 6 exoplanets, all smaller than Neptune but larger than Earth, have been found with orbits that are all resonant with each other. Unexplained by any model, the system was discovered by astronomers led by Raphael Luke of the University of Chicago and suggests the planets have remained undisturbed since their formation in this configuration for billions of years. Equidistant from the sun makes absolutely no sense unless we're talking about electromagnetism, folks. How do you like them apples? And here is the paper that will be linked below, a resonant sextuplet of sub-Neptunes transiting the bright star HD 110067. Go get them. All the links will be below. Tiny living robots made from human cells surprise scientists. Scientists have created tiny living robots from human cells that can move around in a lab dish and may one day be able to help heal wounds or damaged tissue, according to a new study. Now, the team at Tufts University and Harvard's University Wyss Institute have dubbed these creatures anthrobots. The research builds on earlier work from the same scientists who made the first living robots called xenobots. But the new robots build on that and are now called anthrobots. What could go wrong? NASA's Artemis moon landing in 2025 is unlikely, as challenges mount and trillions are missing from the Federal Reserve, according to GAO reports. Never a straight answer at NASA anyway. Atmospheric ionization and cloud radiative forcing. This is a groundbreaking paper from Henrik Svensmark, October 2021. And if you think that they're chemtrails, please read this paper and get up to speed. William Shatner pleads with King Charles with tears in his eyes. We're all going to die from climate change. I guess William Shatner hasn't gotten the memo. Brazil mobilizes its military amid potential Venezuelan-Guyana conflict as World War III escalates. And did Jesus use marijuana to perform miracles? Well, of course he did. According to the Old Testament, the recipe for the holy anointing oil calls for actually 9 pounds of cannabis tops, along with cinnamon, myrrh, and other spices. The cannabis was called cannabis, fragrant cane in Aramaic. The root word of can means reed or hemp. Bosom means aromatic. The word cannabis appears in the New Testament 5 times. The cannabis was extracted using 6.5 liters of olive oil. You shall speak of the sons of Israel, saying, this shall be a holy anointing oil to me through your generations. New evidence strongly suggests Indonesia's Gunung Padang is the oldest known pyramid, perhaps dating back 27,000 years. Leah and I will break it all down tomorrow on Revolution Radio, Studio B, 12 noon Mountain Time. A full expose on the new evidence of Gunung Padang and, well, the ancient nature of the pyramid. Now, many of you have been wondering what happened to the interview with Micah Dank. Well, as he was uploading it on YouTube, he got a strike. It was taken down, not even allowed to show it, demonetized. That's how spicy this video is. Climate change propaganda, vaccine disinformation, and censorship. Micah Dank truth bombs. We've got it up here over at Oppenheimer Ranch Project on our Rumble. Go over to Rumble, subscribe there, and take a look and tell me what you think about the boom. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. Support our work and watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free. Be safe. We love you. And make sure to check out the Truth Bomb over on Rumble.